Is the Bad Boys magic still alive after all these years? Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are back as Mike Lowrey and Marcus, but this time they're facing more than just criminals. They're battling the challenges of aging, health scares, and personal demons. Get ready to see if these bad boys can still ride or die in the face of adversity. The dynamic duo's chemistry is as strong as ever, proving that even after all this time, they've still got what it takes to keep us entertained. But Bad Boys 4 isn't just two older guys fighting crime. This time around, we see Marcus and Mike growing as men, dealing with new personal challenges that add even more depth to their characters. Marcus suffers a heart attack at Mike's wedding, setting off a chain of events that force them to confront their own mortality while trying to clear the captain's name. Meanwhile, Mike grapples with panic attacks, showing a more vulnerable side to the usually suave, debonair, playboy Mike Lowrey. These new obstacles test their partnership like never before, but also highlight the evolution of their friendship since the early days of Bad Boys. But Bad Boys 4 isn't just a showcase of the duo's growth, it's also an action-packed thrill ride that takes the franchise to new heights. The film manages to balance humor and action effectively, with Martin Lawrence getting laugh after laugh for his comedic timing, especially with his character's obsession with sweets and belief in his own immortality. Now he's a god or something. Lawrence's comedic performance during action sequences, such as a slow motion segment where he tries to eat candy, adds humor, but sometimes feels awkward and overly drawn out. That's one of my only gripes. The action set pieces, including the shootouts, are highly engaging with well-choreographed sequences and impactful visuals, making them a highlight of the movie. The helicopter sequence and the final shootout at a gator farm are particularly memorable, described as truly enjoyable and chaotic fluidity, which keeps the viewer's eyes bouncing around the frame. A standout scene involves the character Reggie, played by Dennis Green, which elicits significant audience reactions and applause, with people hollering and cheering and clapping all the time. And if you remember Reggie from the previous movie Bad Boy 2 and in Bad Boys 3, he was harassed by Mike and Marcus when he came to the house to pick up Marcus's daughter to take her to prom. And Mike Lowrey pulled a gun out on him and acted like he was the drunk uncle and kept waving in his face. Well, Reggie gets retribution this time, and he shows that he might be kind of a badass as well. Directors Adil and Bilall bring a fresh visual style to the franchise, using creative camera angles and drone shots that give the movie a stylish and flashy look. These techniques, like the circling drone camera view in shootouts and a first-person POV shot likened to a Call of Duty game, maintain the film's momentum and appeal, drawing comparisons to Michael Bay's dynamic style in previous Bad Boy movies. The result is a modern twist on the 90s action aesthetics that fans know and love. But Bad Boys 4 isn't just some old retread of the same old movie. The storylines take some unexpected turns, setting itself apart from the previous films in some key ways. For starters, the plot revolves around clearing the name of Captain Howard. And if you've watched Bad Boys for Life, you know that Captain Howard was killed, RIP, when they were at the basketball courts. Clearing the name of Captain Howard, who's been posthumously framed for corruption. This adds an emotional weight and sense of purpose to Mike and Marcus's mission, beyond just catching bad guys and cracking jokes. Oh, speaking of bad guys, the return of some familiar faces adds depth and nostalgia to the proceedings. Armando, Mike's son from Bad Boys for Life, gets a meteor role here, and we also get some insight into their relationship and how it grows. Armando provides insider knowledge on the cartel that's essential to cracking the case. He even gets a compelling prison fight scene that showcases his skills and adds to the film's already impressive action quota. And let's not forget Reggie, the scene-stealing side character from the earlier films, who returns for a standout action sequence that had the audience hollering and cheering. But it's not just returning characters who make an impact. Bad Boys 4 also introduces some new players like Judy, Captain Howard's daughter, and her daughter Callie. Their presence adds new dynamics to the group and expands the film's universe in interesting ways. Plus, their personal stake in clearing Howard's name adds another layer of emotional resonance to the mission. At its core, Bad Boys Ride or Die is a story about loyalty, mortality, and personal growth. Marcus grapples with health concerns while Mike battles panic attacks, showing that even the baddest boys are vulnerable to the ravages of time and weight of their experiences. These themes give the film a sense of maturity and depth that elevates it above a simple action comedy. But don't worry, there's still plenty of laughs and thrills to be had. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence bring their A game, reminding us why they're one of the most iconic duos in action movie history. But have the years changed more than just their characters? Will Smith and Martin Lawrence's performances in Bad Boys Ride or Die showcase their growth as actors, bringing new depth to their iconic characters. Lawrence's comedic timing remains as sharp as ever, delivering laugh after laugh with his portrayal of Marcus's obsession with sweets and belief that he's now a god, and even goes through a busy intersection not thinking that he's gonna get hit by any of the cars. But hey, he ends up surviving, so that's all that matters. Also, what's crazy too is there was rumors going around saying that Martin might actually be sick in real life, but he debunked this in an interview saying that he's actually healthy and everything's all good. I'm glad to hear that because he's one of my favorite actors and I love almost every movie he's ever done. His ability to infuse humor into intense action sequences is a testament to his skill, even if some moments feel a bit awkward or drawn out. On the other hand, Will Smith brings a more mature and nuanced approach to Mike Lowrey, reflecting the character's personal struggles and the actor's own real-life challenges. Smith's performance can be described as having a stoic finesse and hot-headed cool, adding layers to Mike's personality as he grapples with new responsibilities and panic attacks. The subtlety in Smith's acting is intentional, easing audiences back in after his personal controversies. One particularly notable scene involves Mike being repeatedly slapped by his partner, serving as a pop exorcism that cleverly references Smith's real-life controversy. This moment showcases the film's ability to address real-world issues through the lenses of his characters, adding a meta layer to the story. We can't say enough about the chemistry between Smith and Lawrence, remaining the heart of the franchise, and their performances in Bad Boys 4 prove that they can still bring the heat. Get it? Miami Heat. Despite the passing years, the duo's dynamic energy is as strong as ever, with both actors seamlessly transitioning into roles that reflect their characters' growth and maturity. Directors Adil and Bilal's creative directing styles, such as their use of drone shots, enhance the action scenes and indirectly aid the performances by focusing on dynamic visuals. This fresh approach to the franchise's signature style allows Will and Martin to shine in new ways, showcasing their range as actors. Bad Boys Ride or Die demonstrates that Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are more than just action heroes. They're talented performers who can bring depth, humor, and heart to their roles. Their evolving performances are a testament to their skill and the enduring appeal of the Bad Boys franchise. So, is Bad Boys Ride or Die a worthy addition to the franchise? Let's break it down. This latest installment delivers on the classic Bad Boys formula with plenty of high-octane action, laugh-out-loud humor, and the undeniable chemistry between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. The movie's strengths lie in its ability to balance the familiar with the fresh, introducing new characters and plot elements, and while still honoring the series' roots. Okay, sure, some critics might find the storyline predictable at times or feel that certain subplots are unnecessary, but overall, Bad Boys 4 remains a crowd pleaser that's best enjoyed in communal theater settings. It's the kind of film that invites audience participation with plenty of moments that'll have you cheering and laughing alongside your fellow moviegoers. Where would you rank Bad Boys Ride or Die in the collection of the series? My personal rankings, Bad Boys 2 is number 1, Bad Boys 1 is number 2, Bad Boys 4 would be number 3, and Bad Boys 3 would be the last. Where would you place it? Let me know in the comments what your favorite movie is and which one is your least favorite of this series. And have you already watched the movie? At the end of the day, Bad Boys Ride or Die is a satisfying continuation of the series that'll leave longtime fans grinning from ear to ear. It's not a cinematic masterpiece, but it doesn't need to be. It's a fun, entertaining ride that proves there's still gas left in the tank for Mike and Marcus's adventures. Thanks Splashers for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video. Catch you guys on the next one.